the camp is going to work on the week. So you'll know what to expect wherever you are and what's going to happen from day to day and how to show up prepared. Okay? Everyone should be members of this, the band, and obviously you got a packet that was emailed to you that really outlines in pretty good detail what's going to happen day to day. That only works if you read it. So you have to actually open and look at it, okay? If you show up prepared, it helps you do better. It's just like in school when you sit down for a test. If you're not prepared, it's not going to go well. So look at the packet. Get an idea where your run is that day. Talk to your counselors. Talk to people that have been here before. There's some things you got to do to help yourself be more successful. So with that being said, we'll go through some of the general rules. I know they're in the packet, but we just need to reinforce some of them. It's very important that someone knows where you are at all times, okay? Whether it's your roommate, whether it's your group leader, whether it's your coach that's here. I know there's 20 schools here that only have one person from that school. So there's going to be a number of people here that do not know anyone else. So we want to make sure we bring all those people into the fold. You know, don't let someone sit by themselves in the cafeteria, walk around campus, say hi. You know, you're all personable people. But people have taken a step upon themselves to come here without having teammates. And that says a lot. That means they want to know people, but they might not be the most outgoing. So please reach out to people. We've broken up groups this year to where there's big schools here that have a lot. You might be your only group in a mini session or in Learn by Doing. There's a lot of groups that have small schools, 2 or 3, and just one single person. But together, you're going to get to know somebody that has something in common with you, which is the sport of running. So please get to know everybody, okay? You're going to have groups. I'll go over those in a minute, but always run with your assigned group. I'll speak more of that later. Hydration, it's going to be very hot this week. We saw that today. We got a break in the clouds, but you got water bottles when you came through, your name's on them. There's plenty of filling stations around. Please fill those up and bring them with you to every run, morning and afternoon. All right, weather. Obviously, there's thunderstorms. When it's this hot, we can have them every day of the week. So the band app is how you're going to find out if something got canceled or not, okay? You can't just look up at the sky and expect it to be thunderstorms. They can be miles away. We could be fine here. In the past, we've sent out people to 4 different runs. 2 of the runs came back soaking wet and muddy, and the other 2 didn't get anything. So just because it might be thundering here doesn't mean we won't go to a run in another location, but obviously we want to be safe, so pay attention to that app. And that being said, I'll come to that in a minute. Be on time to all activities, okay? You were very good tonight about being here at 8 o'clock, but we want you to be outside. Usually the doors are open about 5 minutes before. Come in and grab a seat, but be on time in the morning. We'll go over when you're supposed to be there. You can't get into the cafeteria early. We'll go over that in a minute, but again, if you're outside the door, it's better than not being there on time. All right, stay on the EMU campus at all times, unless obviously we're going for a run. You shouldn't be going down to the Exxon station trying to buy food or something like that. You're here, everything you need is on campus. Please do not leave campus. If there's anything you feel you need, contact your parents or reach out to a staff member. They can talk with us, we can let you know or make arrangements to get something for you if you need something that's not available on campus, okay? The counselors, staff, coaches, they're all the instructors here. They can help you in any situation, okay? Please reach out if anything comes up or something you can't handle or an episode is happening with someone. Please reach out to someone in charge and let us know. We're here to help. All right, dorms. You see the schedule when you're supposed to be where. The dorms are broken up by gender and it's supposed to stay there. So if it's a girls-only wing or floor, there shouldn't be any boys on that floor. Okay, you're supposed to stay in your assigned dorms. There's common areas outside. There's plenty of places on campus for you to mingle with the opposite sex, not in their dorm room or not on the floor that's not your sex floor, gender. All right, keep your doors locked, okay? It's important. We like to think no one's going to steal things here, but you got a key for a reason, so please leave your door locked. When you come and go, even if it's for short things, lunch, something like that, you're going to be right back, but please lock your door. I mentioned this earlier, but campers should never be alone. You know, always know where somebody is, you know, just so in case anyone's out there by themselves, we know what's going on, but they shouldn't be, okay? No hats in the cafeteria or Lehman, okay? That's always been a rule here. Some of you found that out walking in today to the cafeteria, but no hats inside, whether it's Lehman or the cafeteria. All right. Let's see. Car keys. If anyone filled out that form at registration, you should be turning in your car keys to Kelly, who's right here. We got your form with your name on it. We'll be hunting you down, but we need the car keys tonight, okay? We return those on Friday. So please get those to Kelly. Damaging or stealing university or other people's property is not allowed. Some of these things go without saying. I wouldn't think anyone would do that. Now, there are a couple things that would lead to immediate dismissal, which we've only had happen once in 35 years. Zero tolerance for drugs and alcohol, vandalism, leaving a facility or dorm when you're not supposed to, harassment, not following verbal instructions. We ask that everyone conducts themselves in a manner that will enhance the atmosphere of proper and safe learning, good sportsmanship to everyone, okay? There's lots of different people here. We don't know each other. You got to be respectful of other people and be mindful of your actions, words, what you're putting on social media, anything like that. Okay, it all reflects on yourself, your family, this camp. You know, we want things to be publicized. We want you to put stuff up on Instagram, things like that. But make sure you're being smart about what you're doing and thinking about what you're putting out there, because it's not necessarily the way you see it. It's the way someone else sees it that's most important. So just be careful with things like that. Okay, now let's move on to the cafeteria. A number of things there. You saw Coach Morgan. You'll see him every time you come in and out of the cafeteria. He plays in a very important role. We pay per meal, okay? And he does not know everyone. So if you go in and out multiple times, he counts you multiple times. That's not what we want to have happen. So you need to show up with your lanyard. Your lanyard is what gets you in, just like earlier today, that color. Color eats at different times, so make sure you check your schedule. It's not the same color goes first for every meal. So make sure when you're supposed to show up, you have to come in, stand your lanyard, and then you're in, okay? You're not allowed to leave or you'll be recounted. If you need to go to the bathroom, something like that, let him know, hey, I'm just running to the bathroom, I'll be right back in. Okay, don't sneak out, then come in and just quietly go by him, because he's gonna push the button again and count you twice. Okay, so it's important that you only get counted once. Okay, a couple rules in there. Dishes in the proper places. When you return them, you have to clean off your table, especially if you're one of the first two groups. If you leave your table a mess, the people coming in after you have no place to eat. Okay, they are not picking up after us, okay? You're welcome to get a second plate, but anything you take back to your table, you need to take back. Okay, I know there's some things happen in the past, people stacking someone's plate. Looks funny, but when they drop and break 20 dishes, someone's got to pay for that. So please be mindful of that and the staff. No food leaves the cafeteria with the exception of ice cream. Okay, so if you got a banana, apple, they've asked that even that kind of stuff stays and is eaten in the cafeteria. There's a lot of drinks in the cafeteria, but no filling of water bottles. You can bring a water bottle in there, but you can't go in there and fill it up with soda or juice or tea or something like that. Okay, just the cups that are in the cafeteria. You're welcome to use the water jugs that are in front of the cafeteria before you go in to fill up your water bottle. You can use those for that. Welcome to go back and forth and get as much food as you like, but please eat what you take. Okay, we don't like seeing plates of food thrown away, especially when there's another group following, so just be mindful about that. We went over bathroom, or about re-entering the cat. Yeah, once you're done eating and you're done, you can't come back in, so just be mindful. You're welcome to hang out, but when you are done and know you're done for the evening or the meal, please leave so the next group has plenty of room to eat. Okay, Stan here. Did I miss anything, Stan? I don't know if Stan's here. All right. Use of profanity or inappropriate language should not be done anywhere on campus. That includes songs, lyrics, things like that, blaring in rooms, things. Again, just be mindful of what you're playing and saying, okay? All right. Next important thing, cell phones. Like I'm looking here, this might be the best group we've had, but it's early. All eyes should be up here. I know sometimes people now use cell phones to take notes, things like that. I think that's great during a session, but please think what it's like to be up here as a speaker. If you're sitting down there, most of the eyes are staring on their phone and the speaker's up here. Sometimes they can be nervous. Most of these people aren't professionals we have in front of you. You know, be mindful of them and give them your attention, okay? Because they're here to give something back, and we think every person that's in front of you, you should walk away with at least one thing you learned from them, okay? But please be respectful of them, pay attention, put your phones away, definitely turn them on silent, things like that, okay? And stay awake, all right? All right, I think that covers everything with rules. All right, a couple things about the rest of the week here. Running groups. How many in this group has been here before? So about a third. All right, the way we do running groups, everyone submitted a mile time. Okay, most of you, that was your PR. I know you guys aren't in your mile shape PR, but we're getting ready for cross country, not to run a mile. So that's how I'm going to formulate the groups tonight. Okay, we're going to rank the camp straight mile times, doesn't matter gender. We pull out the top group of women to make the top women's group. Then we go back and we just intermingle. We make it so there's not just one female and all boys group or one boy and all girls group. So we make things a little balanced like that so no one's by themselves. Groups between 18 and 22. And then that's your group for the week. So when you come down tomorrow morning, you need to leave your dorm in time to get down to the track no later than 6:25, because on the fence along the softball field, there'll be signs, printed signs. It'll have a number 12. Below it'll have 2 names handwritten. Those are your counselors in that group. And then it'll have anywhere between 18 and 22 names below it in alphabetical order that'll list your school and your year in that school. That is your group for the week. The number on that sheet it's not a number like what number group you are in camp. Number 1 is not the fastest group. It doesn't correlate that way, okay? You're in that group for the week. Okay, that's the group you have to report to in the morning. So every morning after tomorrow, you come down, you come to the track, you immediately run 2 laps. If you're there at 6:31, you'll probably do some push-ups before you do your 2 laps. Okay, but you come to the track, you can run your 2 laps with your school, however you want to do it, and then there'll be stations around the track laid out with signs that have the roster on the back of the sign, and that's where you report after your 2 laps. You go to your group, and the counselors will take roll. They're looking for you. And they're going to let us know if you're not there. So if you're not there, we're going to hunt you down, okay? Even if you're not running in the morning, you still need to get up and report to your group and do everything before you go to the training room, before you go for a walk. If your group's going to go for a run, you have to come, and then you have to stay there until your group returns, and you do the activity after the morning run, okay? Everyone needs to be accounted for in the morning before the run and in the morning after the run. There will be a trainer on site at the track. So if you feel you need to see a trainer, you must come to the track. When your group goes on a run, then you'll see the trainer, Lindsay, who will be at the track in the morning. You'll consult with her, and she'll decide if you need to go up and see the trainer that's in the training room, okay? Does that cover that, Lindsay? Is that right? Okay. All right. All right, so that went on over stuff in the morning. In the afternoon, okay, there'll be 3 afternoon runs, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. They're all going to meet in the quad. So basically, when you checked in, there was the big parking lot outside of that hall. That's where the buses will line up. So if you're looking at where you walked into the University Commons on your right, it would be on your left. The buses line up, and there's some grass area there under the trees. That's where you meet at 2:30 on Monday, 2:30 on Tuesday, and 2:30 on Thursday, and then 2 o'clock on Tuesday. It's in your packet. But there you show up. Counselors will be holding up a sign. Group 17, Group 14, you go there, check in with your counselor. Bring everything you need for that run with you at that time. Water bottle, towel, phone, because you're not going to go back to your dorm. You're going to report there, then we're going to organize the run, and you're going to get on a bus, okay? So bring everything with you you're going to need for that run. Okay, now about the buses. We'll load buses according to the run you're going to go to. So tomorrow's going to have 3 different locations. I'll go over that tomorrow morning. But if you get on the wrong bus, you're going to go to the wrong location that's not with your group. So when you get on a bus, make sure you look at the number, and everyone in that group gets on the same bus, and the counselors get on there with you. That's your bus for that day. So when you get off the bus, you're welcome to leave your stuff on it at that run, or there'll be an area where you can take your stuff off, put it in a pile, your T-shirt, your water bottle will be there when you come back on your run. And then you get back on the very same bus that you came out on. That way we keep track. Counselors aren't going to know your name the first couple of days, so they're going to keep roll by how many people got off the bus. So if it's a group of 18, they're going to count 18 people. All right, let's go do our run. When we get back, they got to find 18 people in that group. Okay, we'll go over the run in a minute. But it's really important that you check in, because we will not leave a site until everyone's accounted for number-wise. Okay, so that's the afternoon run in general. 2 to 3 counselors per group. It's important that a counselor is in the front of the group and a counselor is in back. Okay, morning runs are not runs to set a PR on for 2 miles or 3 miles. Okay, it's an easy morning run to wake up, listen to your counselors. Okay, if you're not having a great morning, you don't feel good, let your counselor know. You're welcome to stay on the track, walk around the track, run slower laps around the track. But when you go out, we want you to be able to just go out and run with your group. Okay, I know there's some people in here that have some injuries or their training's changed a little bit. Just make sure you coordinate that with your counselor in the morning. Okay, all of the afternoon runs will be out and back. Well, Monday will be out and back. Tuesday is up Reddish Knob, and Friday is and Thursday is a point-to-point run. Okay, but tomorrow is out and back. So tomorrow afternoon, I'll talk about tomorrow morning, you can decide. But each morning and each afternoon, you have to determine before you get on the bus how far you're going to go. Okay, you need to be thinking about that. So in the morning, counselors will ask you, how far are we doing our morning run? And then they're going to, in the morning, you need to decide how far you want to go in the afternoon so everyone has an idea. Hey, we're going to go 40 minutes in the afternoon, so I only want to go 15 minutes in the morning. But each group decides how far they're going, and you stay together on that. It's not like some of you go 10 minutes, some of you go 25. The whole group is going to go the same distance unless someone's having a bad day, then we can circle back to the track. Okay? But that's the idea. You have 2 days this week, Tuesday and Thursday. You can run as hard as you want, up Reddish Knob and on Blue Hole. Those are the days that you're not in your group. It's just a distance, and you're welcome to get after it. But the other days, please stay with your group and have some camaraderie there. All right? We went over bus rides, water bottle, easy morning runs. If anyone is having an issue in a group, see your counselor first. Your counselor then can bring you over, talk to myself or another coach, and we can possibly talk about changing groups. But we'd like for you to stay in the group as the week goes on. All right? I think that's it, basically. We went over the trainers. Trainers will be available in the morning. Trainers will be at a run. Each run we go to in the afternoon if you need to see a trainer there. If you have any issues with medications you're supposed to be taking, Lindsay is the one to see about that, and you turned in your medication form. If it's stuff you take on a regular basis and you're fine with, that's okay. You don't need to see Lindsay on that. Okay? Anybody have any questions, coaches, staff? Do we leave anything out? All right? But again, it's supposed to be an exciting week. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of neat people. We work hard to put people in front of you that we feel will enhance your time here. And the way we do things is you have a morning session tomorrow, and you have a morning session in the evening. Okay? Tuesday, we have a mini sessions. You saw in the packet, we'll learn some things at different locations, afternoon and evening speaker. And then Wednesday, we only run once in the morning, and we have 3 sessions that day. Okay? So it might seem like a lot, but the idea is you come out of here learning a lot and having a lot of fun. Team challenge, again, anything that's mandatory, you guys are all expected to be there. Okay? So please show up to everything you're supposed to be there, because we need to hunt you down if you're not. Okay? All right, so sorry, bear with me for that, going through all those things. So now what we want to do is we're going to do 2 more things tonight. We're going to introduce our counselors. We want to let you spend some time getting to know them. They're an essential part of what we do here. That being said, anyone here that graduates, you want to come back to be a counselor, we'd love to have you. The idea is running is open to everyone. You can run at different levels in college, pros, anything. This group of kids have all run at the different levels. We want you to get to know them. They're going to sit up here, have a little bit of a panel. And then afterwards, we're going to show what's left of the World Championships until 10:30. You're able to watch it here. We are going to have pizza order. That starts tomorrow night. It's going to be a little different this year, just to give you a heads up. They can't send someone out to take your order ahead of time. You're going to have to order it online, and then they're going to deliver it. Okay? So if you don't have a means of paying online, you might want to talk to your parents, things like that, to get that organized by tomorrow at 7. You have to still make your order between 7 and 7:30, but they're not going to be able to do cash this year. If you do cash, you have to call them and make arrangements. If you can pay with a card, you do it all online, and your pizza gets delivered at 9:30. Okay, just giving you a heads up on that. That's not a change that we had a say in. That's just they're understaffed, and that's the best they can do, but we want to give you the opportunity to still be able to get something. Okay? We'll give you more details on band when that gets finalized. Okay? All right, so if counselors, you guys can come up and join us here on the steps here. And Pete, are you going to be our moderator for this? And I will step down.
Give them a second to get all situated up here. For those of you that don't know me, I am Coach Augram. I coach over at Light Ridge High School. If you don't know where that is, it's the newest school in Loudoun County. All right, so in front of you, we have 14 of our 15 counselors. We have 1 on the way still. And I think, 3 of you have been here before, right? Previously campers or counselors. So want to just take a minute for you to get to know them. These will be your main points of contact throughout the week, like we've said. So what they're going to do, they have the mic, they're going to pass it down. They're going to tell you their name, what college they go to, what year they are in college, what high school they went to, and then what their favorite event is and why, if they can remember all of that.
Hi guys. Oh, that was loud. My name's Cami. I just graduated from the University of Mary Washington, and I went to Freedom High School. And I would say my favorite event is the 800 because it's pretty short compared to like cross-country stuff.
I'm Teresa. I am a senior at Mary Washington, same as Cami. I went to South County High School. My favorite event is Steeple, though I gradually became to like it. Freshman year, not so much, but
Hey, I'm Patrick. I was a camper here in 2017 and 2018, and I'm a former Blue Ridge Running Camp Talent Show champion. I went to college with these guys, and I went to Thomas Edison High School, and my attitude towards events for running is the longer the better. I don't mess with that short stuff.
Hi, I'm the other Patrick. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I went to Mount Lebanon High School. I'll be a junior at UNC, and my favorite event on the track would probably be the 5K.
I'm David. I went to Colgan High School, and I'm going to be a second-year student. Yeah, Colgan. I'm going to be a second-year student at the Rochester Institute of Technology in Rochester, New York. And my favorite event is the 4x4 because it's short and sweet compared to everything else. And it's the last event, and it's a lot of fun when you get to do it.
Hi, my name is Bowen. I went to Louisa County High School, a little small town, and now I go to basically equivalent, same little small college, Bridgewater, right down the road. So Harrisonburg is, home basically. And let's see, favorite event? I have to go sprint medley. Sprint medley is always fun.
Yep. Hey guys, I'm Dylan. I'm a sophomore this year at George Mason, and I went to Grafton High School. I went to this camp for 3 years when I was a high schooler, and my favorite event is probably cross-country 8K because I like to pack run.
Ooh, what a man. My name is Mason Love. I go to George Mason University, and I'm a rising sophomore, and I went to, it's just totally irrelevant. I went to a Quaker school in Charlottesville called Tandem Friends School. None of you know what that is. And rock on, bro, rock on. And my favorite event, it's got to be 5K on the track. I mean, it's so much fun.
Hi, my name is Charlie. I'm also a sophomore at George Mason. I graduated from Independence in Loudoun County. This is my first year at Blue Ridge, and my favorite event is probably steeplechase.
Hey guys, my name is Bennett. I'm a rising junior at Bridgewater College. I went to Hanley High School in Winchester, and my favorite event is the 1500. I think it's not too short, but not too long. You can be tactical with it. It's kind of fun, so yeah.
Hi guys. Whoa. My name's Ben. This is my third year counseling at Blue Ridge. I had a break for a couple years, but now I'm back. I just graduated from Virginia Tech, and now I'm going to be joining some of these guys at UNC next year. And my favorite event is probably the steeple as well.
Hey guys, my name is Alex. I went to Naperville North High School in Illinois, and I'll be a senior at UNC this year. And I would say my favorite event is the 5K, just because I like the tactics at the beginning and then the competitiveness at the end. It's a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I went to Dobbins Bennett High School in Tennessee, and I'll be a junior at UNC. My favorite event is the steeplechase because I like jumping over things.
Hello, I'm Sarah. I'm a rising junior at UNC as well. I went to FDR High School in New York, and yeah, my favorite event is steeple. And that's it. Big steeple people. Big
All right, so
steeple
there, as you can see, we have a wide range of schools and levels and what they like to do. Take advantage of that. Talk to them. All right, these are hopefully what you are aspiring to be in some cases. So take advantage of that. Use them as resources. Obviously, these are going to be your first line of people to go to this week for different things. That's all I need from the counselors. You guys can go back now. Thanks. Last thing from me, and then I'm turning back over to Coach Ireland, or if we're just going to go right to the straight World Championships. But we have our Instagram account. Feel free this week as you're getting through your Spirit Days. Again, tomorrow is American Monday. Be posting pictures on Instagram. That's going to help us pick winners. We have different prizes for these Spirit Day winners. We also have our team challenges, and we'll have some things for that, I think. So be sure you're tagging us. All right, post your pictures, whatever you got. That helps us out. That's all I got. Coach Arland, anything else? If you didn't hear that, that was no running around.